Hello, hello, hello. Hi, everybody. Let me know if you can hear me. Let me know how the sound is. Can you hear me? Can you hear the music? Can you see my beautiful face today? Giving you ghost face realness. Hello. Who's here? Who's here? Today I'm gonna be putting on my makeup. Obviously. Queen of stating the obvious. I am going to be watching and filming the, music is too loud. Okay. Okay, how's that music? Music is a little loud for my soft, feminine voice. Thank you. Oh my god. Do we need my voice turned up? I just turned the volume down on the music quite a bit, so let me know how that's sounding now. Much better. Okay, awesome. This is the first time that I'm using this setup to stream makeup, so you know, we're experimenting, we're living, we're learning. I got some new toys. I got this really cool thing called a stream deck that I'm like in the process of setting up. You can like, you've probably seen it. I don't know if you watch live people. It has buttons that you can push and you can like change scenes really quickly and stuff. We've come a long way from streaming live on the MacBook, haphazardly set up in this studio space somewhere. So thank you everybody for tuning in. I hope you have your coffee. I really love this setup. I am in the process of filming and recording a studio tour video for patrons. They're submitting questions and stuff. And I finally have all of the gear that I'm going to keep. I was waiting to like really make sure that I had everything done and finished, because we've got like new lights. Like there's like what you can't see behind the camera is just all kinds of craziness. Like it is insane to make a good live stream. Very difficult. So hopefully, you know, we're streaming in 1080p HD for the children. Got the bokeh effect, got the wigs in the background. Got our wig wall. Girl, this wig wall is full. Y'all can't see, but there's another shelf of wigs up there, up top. Somebody said you can't have coffee, it makes you explosively shit. Well, me too, but that's how you get your morning cleanse done. That's just on bottoming, love. And I'm drinking, I typically drink Starbucks. I think I'm drinking like Pike Place. I rotate out, like basically whatever Starbucks coffee is on sale at the store is the one that I usually buy. But I buy whole bean, I keep it here, I grind it when I'm ready. And that's how that works. Okay, I think all of our stuff is ready and done. I also figured out the music situation in the sense of where to stream from. So I'm streaming this playlist called Stream Beats, and it's actually this really cool service. It's like on Spotify directly, and you can literally just play music from it. And it's by this guy named Harris Heller. He's a genius. He basically paid to like have music produced for the purposes of streaming. So yeah. Thank you, Caroline. This is actually it. It's actually a sorority girl tank top. You think it says don't mess with Texas, but it says don't mess with Theta. One of my sorority girlfriends in university gave it to me, so that's what that's from. Shout out Claire if you're watching, but probably not. Sororities and fraternities are so big in Texas, like huge. Like I don't think they're as big as the things they are like up north. But here in Texas, huge. Somebody asked about Twitch in the chat. Yeah, I actually have a Twitch. Let me actually put all of my, make sure I have all my links in this little description box. That would probably help me. Be doing some eyebrows here in a second. I was bold today. I was like, you know, I think I want to do my eyebrows on stream. I think I'm gonna be kind of crazy. I'm gonna get a little silly today. Let's see. Let me get my links. I did start streaming on, I have some game stuff that I've done on Twitch. Let me put all of the socials in there for y'all. Hi, Miss Polish Fan. How are you doing? Okay, so yeah. My Twitch and everything is actually in the description now. So I'm gonna try to keep Twitch just for gaming and then keep YouTube for things like this when I'm doing makeup and stuff. And like, you know, drag adjacent stuff. Reason being, Twitch has some weird rules about like streaming and monetization, and like if you become like a affiliate partner or whatever, you have to like exclusively stream on their platform and like yada yada yada. And it doesn't really make sense for me to do that yet, because I very much am still like trying to bring people over there, so I don't really have the audience. So if you're here and you watch Twitch, you watch live streams, make sure to follow me on Twitch. The link is in the description of this live stream now. Also, our links to my Patreon, where I will be archiving this live stream, and where you can support me in general. Let's see. So, I know a lot of you are probably here right now from my Discord, and if y'all love chatting and you love Discords, you can get access to my Discord via my Patreon. I know, this headband is so silly. My mom actually gave it to me, like, as one of my, like, things that she gave me for Christmas. She fully supports the brand. Marcine said, what happened to the background? The background of what? Like, the background of the studio space? I'm guessing is what you're asking. I actually have, so I have this background set up for when I'm like streaming stuff, but then I have a background set up on this wall that you can't see, which I film against. So it's a little, I think, cuter to stream with like a cuter background than just a white wall, you know? Okay, do we want brown or do we want black eyebrows? Let's start with brown. Xavier, the pink wig actually was recently in a video. I think it was in my episode 3 review of season 13. You need a yellow look from me. Like a fully yellow look? Or are you asking for me to wear the yellow wig? Because I've worn her before. Alright. Hello everybody. We're doing makeup today, clearly. And we're getting ready to film Drag Race. What are we on? UK episode 3? Are you guys watching UK? Or are you guys just watching US? I know it was like really bold of the Drag Race franchise to do this because I have a feeling that UK is gonna like suffer kind of a bit. I mean, it's a lot for like, I think a general audience to try and keep up with. Like 2 is a lot. 2 seasons, that is. I mean, I love that there are multiple seasons happening. It is a lot also for me to keep up with, like from like a content perspective. But it keeps me busy, and I'm, thrilled that they're both happening. But I feel a little bit bad for the girls because they literally like announced season 13, and then like, I mean, a week later they announced UK. Because last year UK was a bit more of its own thing happening. Like, it didn't have anything, I guess, pulling attention away from it. But I have a feeling that they did this because of Drag Race Australia. Because, I don't know if you guys have seen, but Rue and Michelle are actually going to be hosting Drag Race Down Under. And that surprised me. Because I thought they were looking for a different host of that. Because that's a lot for Rue to do, like UK, US, and Down Under. Like, that's a lot. Especially with all the rumors going around that Rue's going to, like, retire or whatever. I don't see that happening. I mean, Rue is like very much alive, kicking, and like happy, I think, to be cashing in on all this coin. I mean, she's got to be making like millions now a year from all the franchises. There's just so much. I don't see Rue leaving the throne for a while. Cause like, what would he do? Retire? I don't see that happening. I don't see it happening. But yeah, it was a surprise to see. I think that they're gonna host Australia, and I think they probably did that because of what happened with Canada. Canada was great, like, don't get me wrong, but I think they underestimated the audience size for Canada. And they thought they could maybe get away with having hosts that were not Rue, you know? So I think this is kind of a response to that. But anyways, Rue will live to frack another day. Y'all, leave her alone. I think that fracking ranch is owned by his boyfriend. Like, I think that's where it comes from. Correct me if I'm wrong, I don't really know. But it's also not, I mean, I don't support fracking, but I think it was just sort of like something that was like passed down through his boyfriend's family. And when you have land like that, like, that's a very, I guess, like, typical thing in that part of the world, or US, I should say, to do. But yeah, fracking is horrible for the environment, obviously. Like, I would prefer that Rue wasn't doing it, but also don't think that, you know, I don't think it's worth, like, chasing after him for it. Especially if it's owned by his boyfriend, because, like, what is he gonna do? Like, divorce his husband? You know, I mean, like, okay. Anyways, enough on fracking. Hi, James. I see you over there. Yeah, I mean, I think the I'll say one more thing. I mean, I think the fracking is more just kind of like a funny, weird thing that you would never expect. But also, I don't believe that Rue is like sitting out in the fracking fields, like, or even probably doesn't even think about it. So we have one eyebrow, and you know, it's a good start. It's a good start, but I know it always looks crazy when you first draw it on because then it gets like totally changed and cut. But let's see if we can make the second one look remotely like the first one. I'm gonna hold my breath, see if I can get this right. Somebody got mad at me in my comments the other day. They were like, Bussy, your eyebrows are never the same. I can't concentrate on your video. It's like, you can't concentrate because my eyebrows aren't identical? How many times have you painted on fake eyebrows for the camera, Mama? They're honestly, if you go look at most queens, most people that paint on their eyebrows, I'll say, it's extremely rare to see somebody have like identical eyebrows. And that's actually mostly a product of people's faces naturally being asymmetrical. Because if you were trying to paint symmetrical eyebrows, or symmetrical anything on your face, that would imply that you're actually kind of like overcorrecting the asymmetricality in your face naturally. You know, you see those things of like celebrities when they take like the two halves of their face and stuff. It's just nobody's face is the same on both sides, you know? So if you're just kind of painting like the natural contours of your face, which is what most people do, no, you're not gonna have symmetrical anything. Who are we rooting for in Drag Race UK? I was like really heartbroken, obviously, to see Joe and Cherry eliminated. I just, spoiler alert, but girl, we're a week past that, so. I literally looked at the like cast, like the promos, and I was like, oh, they're like top 4. So that was quite heartbreaking. But, you know, I think we're gonna see Lawrence make it really, really far because Lawrence's personality is so, like, vibrant and colorful. And I think excellent narrator of the show in the confessionals. Bemini is also so great. I have a feeling that she could definitely make it far. I was like, I've been consistently impressed with Bemini. But when she belted out those chops on that Rusical as the little rat girl, I was really shook. Like, I was like, oh damn, this bitch is really, really talented. I guess that's not surprising, like, of the UK, because like they have so much practice live singing and stuff. Veronica too, that shook me. Hi Sarah, thank you so much for that super chat. Much, much love to you too. What I really, really want to do is I want to get like a button on my stream deck that plays the hot thing from my videos. I haven't figured out how to do that yet, but that's my goal. Thank you, Sarah. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day. I hope you all have a wonderful day as well. But yeah, if you had to ask me to place bets on top 4 right now, I would bet Tace, Astina, Lawrence, and Veronica. I think Bimini is very talented, and I think that she's going to get a surprising elimination. That's my gut feeling. Although, defeating her in a lip sync is going to be extremely difficult. Like, I don't know who's going to be able to do that. If anybody. But anyways, no spoilers in the chat about any of that. If y'all know anything that I don't want to know. I like to watch my Drag Race spoiler free just because I like to see like how it plays out and just see if I'm right about stuff. And I've been very wrong so far, so happy with that. But I really like this season, actually. The girls are great. And I think it had a better start than US because we had the traditional premiere, which was great. Femini, Bon, Village. Does that sound British? I really need to get like a perfect British accent. So when I tour in the UK, I can like blend in. Okay, we're losing control. I took the mirror away because I think it was stealing my focus a little bit. Okay. Okay. Wow, these eyebrows are crazy. She woke up with energy today. This is legit the earliest I have woke up in a while, y'all. I did it so that I could not only film UK early. I know it sounds crazy, but it's like 12 p.m. here. But I woke up early because they said they were turning my water off. And I was like, oh god, I have to shave. Because I don't know if y'all have ever shaved in no water, but that's a struggle. Okay, I'm gonna start cutting these and evening them out before they get too crazy. But where's everybody from? Where are you guys living today? Last time we had people literally all over the world. So let me know. I'm like also trying to keep an eye on chat from here, but my computer monitor is also like 3 feet away from me. Catch me squinting. What are y'all talking about? Mara and Bussy top 2. Y'all? Oh my god. Somehow the chat always turns into, do I want to go on Drag Race? When will I go on Drag Race? I'm like, girl, that's really not up to me. Like, that's up to, like, if and when I apply, and then RuPaul making a decision, / the production team, you know? So maybe someday. Maybe I'll apply for 15. I don't know. We'll find out. Wow, so many. Let me scroll this back a little bit. Philippines, 2 a.m., Poland, hi Poland, Sweden, Romania, Massachusetts, Oklahoma. The barf emoji with the Oklahoma. Oh my god. Dallas, Texas, Florida, but about to move to Houston. South Wales, Brisbane. Oh my god. These are all over the place. Finland. Oh my god, somebody's in Mars. How's Mars? Ireland. Cool. Well, thank you everybody for tuning in all over the world. That's wild. I mean, it's wild. Nottingham. Manchester. Cool. Well, shout out to everybody. Somebody asked if I would collab with Mara. Why do people always ask that? Mara, sure. Mara's very sweet. We've talked. She's very nice queen. I like the channel. I don't really do like YouTube collabs, or I would say I haven't done YouTube collabs. I guess I just have a different like type of channel than other people. Like some people kind of do like, it gets more focused on 2 people interacting, I would say, like a talk show type of thing, where mine is more just like me blabbing. But I could definitely try to get some collabs going if y'all are interested. Y'all, what color eyeshadow do we want today? I usually put at least like 5 colors, so like chances are if you say a color, I'll use it. I think my wig today, y'all can't see, but on the top shelf, let's pick the wig color first. So I'm either gonna do, there's a blonde pony that I have that's new, a white and black updo that's been restyled, or a big blown out brown. And then that will help me determine maybe the eyeshadow color. Hi Grayson, can we collab for your OF? Collabs on there are currently closed, but thank you so much for the tip. Very much appreciate your super chats. Hot pink, purple, green, electric blue, oranges, golds. James, you're right, actually. I love putting neutral colors on my face. They do typically look really good. I think because I have brown eyes. Lisa, you're beautiful. Love from Huntington Beach. Aw, hi Huntington Beach, Lisa. Thank you so much. Somebody just said the music is still too loud. Is that true, or is he behind in the stream? What do y'all think? Is the volume okay with the sound in my voice? I think that was just something that was an issue like at the beginning, but I think we fixed it. But if I still need to turn the music down, just say so. Still too loud. There's like almost no way for me to, I guess, know how. It's very strange. Like I can see like the quote decibel level that it's playing at. Okay, so I turned it down. It should be pretty down now, the music. So that should help. Yeah, y'all just let me know. I mean, I'm still like pretty new to streaming and stuff, so we're figuring it out as we go. Wow, okay. That's a Bussy brow. I love having a big forehead because it gives me so much room for eyebrows. Like, look at that. For all 5 head, that's a blessing. That is a blessing. What inspires the Victorian style eyebrows? I just feel like I look like a powerful bitch with super arched eyebrows. I really love the shape on my face, personally. And my feature, like I said, my forehead is so big, and my features are kind of small. Like I have a small face in general. And the bigger, thicker eyebrows on me, I just, personally, not my favorite. Y'all can let me know if y'all think the other brows are better, but I have a lot of fun with these. Plus I kind of like looking a little evil, a little, you know, part of the brand. Hi, Elizabeth. By request of one of my team members, I'm doing green as we speak. Oh my God, you're doing green eyeshadow? I did some green in my eyeshadow last week and I really loved it. Elizabeth, that's really, which of your team members are requesting your eyeshadow? That's funny. Elizabeth also sent me a really big box that I will be doing an ASMR unboxing for. I did one for Christmas, or that was actually birthday. And then I'm also doing one today. I'm really excited to see what's in that big box. All right. Are these? Oh, they're kind of coming out. Oh, okay. Oh my god, hi Angel. Hello, hello, it is Angel. Thank you for the life I'm getting by seeing you. Wow, oh my god, thank you so much for that crazy super chat. That's amazing. Thank you, Angel. Thank you, Elizabeth. Thank you guys so much for that super chats. That's amazing. We are just doing our makeup today, living our best lives, trying to give life to everyone that's here. Alrighty. Wow, I'm really shook. That was a big one. See, that's why next stream that I do, promise, I'm gonna have little buttons that I'll press, and it's gonna trigger like it'll be like a hot animation on the screen, like if I get a super chat or something. I could even do like a explosion one. But I'm like still a newbie streamer, so we're still figuring all that out. All right. The eyebrows are happening. They're happening, they're happening, they're happening. Okay. Hi, Peter from the Philippines. What time is it in the Philippines? Oh. I used to spend so long on my eyebrows, like obsessing. But then I realized I'm the only one that sees extremely small details like on my face. And I was like, you know what? Sometimes it's better to just get stuff done. I say this as I'm retouching up the other brow. Wow, look at her. Look at her, look at her. It's almost 2:30 in the Philippines. Wow. Wait, are you guys watching Drag Race UK in the Philippines? Hey, I think we're almost there. Almost. Eyebrows are the only part of my face where I'm like really try to focus. The other stuff you can be a little more like blasé-da with. But eyebrows are very, very particular because they have to be shaped a certain way. Doesn't matter what actual like arch type you're doing. But eyebrows should always be thicker in the front and then very gradually get thinner to look more natural. That's just how that should be, in my opinion. Because like if you do eyebrows that are just like one thickness all the way across, girl, that does not look right. Hey Elizabeth, it might be a big box, baby, but it's tight. Several team members actually tend to request my eyeshadow. I'm just like imagining you have like a text group chat with your coworkers in your team, and they're like, Elizabeth, we really want green eyeshadow today. And you're just like the queen of these team members, and you like walk in your green eyeshadow, and you're like, I did it for you, babes. That's kind of iconic. Angel, thank you so much again for that huge, I'm really shook, thank you. That paid for my, like, okay, so I do this thing when I film. As soon as I finish my makeup, I order 2 Chipotle bowls. And I eat one, like, for lunch or dinner or whatever, and then I save the other one for after I'm done filming. And that's basically how I feed myself on filming days. It's like the easiest way to make sure that I get like, you know, meat and veggies and all that, so. And I just like pray every time that the delivery driver doesn't like ask me to open the door. I'm just like, no, you can just leave it at the door. Thank you. No, I scared a delivery driver one time with some food. I mean, I don't know what he thought, but I was like half in makeup and he seemed a little perturbed, but also not super surprised, which was strange. I think maybe he was just holding his true feelings back. It was an interesting interaction. But all right. Okay. Eyebrows are pretty much done. Y'all, the growth, if you had been in my streams like how long ago? I don't know, a few months ago, you would know that like doing my eyebrows was super stressful, but here we are. Are they perfect? No. Are they going to be? No. And that's okay. Because honestly, once you put like 3 pairs of lashes on, it literally doesn't even matter. They want them tips. Good evening from hi Germany. Yeah, y'all are really everywhere. Okay, eyeshadow time. Eyeshadow time. I've got 2 really amazing, very colorful palettes. Thank you to my good friend and dear patron, Elizabeth. We have Carnival XL Pro, Carnival 3. I also have some other palettes that we may dip into as well for some metallics, but I'm gonna maybe start with some colors on here. Also, if you guys are here and just tuning in, hello, we're doing makeup, filming for Drag Race UK today. And if you are into Discord, I have Discord accessible to my patrons. So I'm in there chatting throughout the week and you can chat with other patrons. And the link to my Patreon is in the description of this live stream. So if you're interested in supporting the channel, getting like the Discord benefits, getting early access to certain tiers, personal shout outs, renaming credits in my videos, all that good stuff, that's all patron exclusive stuff. Get it on my Patreon. All right. So people really love pinks and purples, and then I also saw some requests for like oranges and golds. I think that I could do a good combo of all of those. I think maybe pink on the outside and then do like a cut kind of crease with like yellow going into orange, maybe something like that. I think that sounds really fun. So let's start with I like this shade on here called Persuasion. So we're gonna try that first. What got you into drag? That's a great question. Oh. Brush has flopped. Oh. I mean, honestly, Drag Race got me into drag. And I'm sure like by this point that sounds cliche, but like Drag Race is the reason a lot of queens do drag now. You know, I mean, that's kind of what brought it to the forefront and made it mainstream. Even though RuPaul said it would never be mainstream, it certainly is now. So, because I started watching it back like season 2, I would say. I mean, I was like, what, like 15 or something then? And I never in my wildest dreams knew that I would be like actually doing drag one day. I always just thought it was really cool. Well, at first I didn't really like it. I was like, this TV show's weird. But I also hadn't like fully accepted my identity and stuff. So that was part of the reason for that. But yeah, then eventually like I just found myself with free time in the past few years. And I was like, you know, I always wanted to try this. I had done it for a few Halloweens. How it always starts. You do drag once for Halloween, you get the taste. You get the taste for it. And then before you know it, you're broadcasting to a worldwide audience on a YouTube live stream doing your drag makeup. So, you know, the very traditional started from the bottom story, you know, just a humble queen. It really is crazy though. I mean, I really never thought, here I am cleaning my brushes like while I do my makeup. Typical. But yeah, that's what got me into drag, was Drag Race. And, you know, I've been a fan, I'm a super fan, obviously. We are. Oh my god, my cat is looking at me. What do you want? He wants out. Very particular. This is her house. I live in it. I'll be right back. We'll probably play this game for a while. She likes to go in and out. It's more about, I think, controlling my attention. Like, she wants to make sure that, like, I'm doing what she wants when she wants me to do it, you know? Less about whether she wants to be in or out of the room. My cat is 18. She also... She looks really pitiful right now because she just got shaved. We've been drinking out of the sink, and then I finally ordered this new like cat water fountain, which hooks up to like the plumbing thing. It's so crazy, and it has a sensor. And the sensor comes on when she stands in front of it, and that's how she drinks her water now. But she had been drinking out of the sink for a while, like the past few months, and so her fur was getting matted because of the water in the fur, and she's long-haired cat, and so I had to like shave all the mats out. But that problem should be gone now that we have this new fountain that like doesn't get her all wet. So anything for her. Literally no expenses spared on this cat. Like 18 years old, like she gets it all. Okay, you know what I mean? She gets the most expensive wet food, blended, because that's how she likes to eat it. And, you know, she gets her hard food in the evening. Girl, I'm operating like basically a nursing home here with her. Hi, Caroline. Nice to see you. Thanks for making this day a lot better with your stream. Of course, thank you for being here. Thanks for your content in general. Also, hi to your cat. I'll grab her in a second. Maybe she'll probably ask to come back in here. She looks so silly. Like I said, I had to shave a bunch of her fur off. And she's having her like Charlize Theron and Mad Max era right now. You know, badass cat. She's just living her life. Thank you again, Caroline. It's very sweet. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day as well. All right, let's put some eyeshadow on. And what I always like to do before I actually start my eyeshadow, I get a little more setting powder. And I just put this under the eye. And by the way, the reason that there's so much setting powder on my face is because I paint with Krylon paint sticks. It's a cream-based foundation. You know the one. If you've watched any drag queen tutorial, you've probably seen it, right? So there's like, I have like 7 of these in different shades to create all the shading on my face. And anyway, you have to like seriously set that stuff. Like, it needs to be fully baked. Like fully, like you can't, if you don't set it, it will move. It'll move and you'll sweat it off and it creases and stuff. Heard my cat. She wants back in. Said it's time to play the game. All right, we're just gonna leave the door open because she wants to play the in and out game right now, and I'm trying to do this, so maybe she'll bless us with her presence, and maybe she won't. I see some people saying that Drag Race UK dropped a little bit early. I'm really excited to watch it. Also, I do lip sync reaction videos that I cannot post on YouTube because of copyright reasons. And I always put those on my Patreon for every episode of Drag Race UK and US. So if you wanted to catch up on some lip syncs and see my reaction and review as they happen, those are on my Patreon. And the link to join my Patreon is in the description of this live stream. Come on, y'all know this would not be a Bussy Queen production without some self-promotion, okay? Can't promote yourself. How the hell are you gonna promote anybody else? Thank you, James. Yeah, I actually love making those videos. I mean, I wish I could just put them on YouTube, but I mean, they would just get taken down. I know there are some people that will put them on here, but I think they have to do crazy things to the edit. Like that lip sync ranking video that I did, like you have to edit your stuff so much to do any sort of reaction on YouTube to it because Ms. Viacom is watching. You better believe they are. Hi, JB. Thank you so much for tuning in. Jay is a patron as well. Wow, y'all, the patrons are really coming through today. Jay says, what hair am I using today? I was talking a little bit about that earlier. I haven't totally decided. I have 3 new hairs that are sitting on my top rack that are actually not visible in the camera right now. I don't know if I want to do, I have a blonde pony, I have a big brunette wig, and I also have the half black and half white that's been restyled with an updo. So maybe you can tell me which one you want me to wear. Just send it in chat, or we could vote on it. I don't know. What do y'all think? That was a huge super chat. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Wow, my lunch and dinner officially paid for. I appreciate it. Thank you. Oh, hey, Felicia. How are you doing? I love my half black and half white hair. That look that I have done in that, I've done 1 or 2 in it. It's been a while since I've worn it, but that is just when I really, really feel powerful. Because I'm trying to figure like, what are the sort of signature moments of Bussy Queen, and I've kind of landed now on a very specific makeup style. I used to be more all over the place, like not kind of really knowing what I was doing as far as consistency. And I really have cemented my makeup style now. You know, you see these very arched brows, my very specific cut crease. And so I really feel like I figured a lot of things out. And I love split hair like that. So let me grab it, I'll show y'all. This is our black and white updo. She's looking stunned. She's looking gorgeous. I love this braided detail on the pony. Isn't that beautiful? This was done by Miss Veronica Valentine here in Austin, Texas. I think it's gorge. There's her. We also got this fun updo moment. She's a little blonde with a little flipper bang. I think very cute as well. She did this braided thing here too, which is really cute. I'm loving that. And the ponies, it just adds that little extra like umph. And then finally, y'all have seen her many times. It's sitting wrong on the wig head, but this is center and this comes up like that. So that's her. This I'd love in like a signature, just big blowout hair. So those were all done. Actually, yeah, every wig that you can see on that shelf was done by Miss Veronica Valentine here in Austin, Texas. I tag her on my Instagram post so you can find her there. I'm having a little snack. It's turning into a mukbang. I'm getting hungry. Girl. Woke up and started doing this. Did not have time to eat. Yeah, black and white. We're gonna do black and white. Well, are people saying blonde now? I don't know. I'll probably do black and white. I feel like more people voted for that. Also, I mean, like, you know, I'm gonna wear them all at some point, so don't worry about it. I love these. Also, they're vegan. I'm not vegan, but they are vegan. And, you know, vegans might be onto something. Like, because these are pretty good. But you have to drink them with, like, liquid. I'm gonna get some more coffee. Right back. Oh my god, watch how cute this is. Watch. Boom! Look at that. Isn't that cute? Miss James did that for me. So if y'all see James in the chat with the little moderator thing, he made that for me. Thank you, James. Give Miss James a little shout out. Yeah, I actually tried going vegan years ago. When was that? It was when that documentary came out on Netflix about the vegans. And I tried it just to try it. Like, I was like, all right, let me see what they're doing. Let me see what they're up to. And it wasn't for me, but I enjoyed the journey, you know? It was nice. It was really good, I think, as a challenge to eat more vegetables. Like, if you're having trouble with vegetable intake, if you become a vegan, well, girl, guess what? You're gonna eat vegetables. So, all my vegans out there, love you, support you. I just couldn't personally do it. So, I do very much watch my meat consumption. Like, I try to stick to, like, chicken and fish. Personal choice. But yeah, definitely love you, all my vegans and everything. So okay. Bussy, stop talking with your mouth full challenge. All right, I'm feeling revived. Let me blend some mints out. Ba, 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 ba. Let's see. I like to play like Russian roulette with my brushes. I have a lot more now. Thank you to Elizabeth. But I just kind of like don't wash them, which is a problem, but you know, nobody's perfect. So I'm just gonna blend some of this out with the same shade on this brush. And we're gonna see what happens. Oh my God, the other thing that like I always find so shocking looking back at some of my older makeup, I used to literally blend my eyeshadow up to the eyebrow. And I'm like, why did I do that? Like, once you realize that eyeshadow is not really supposed to go there, it'll change your life. But, you know, life is a learning opportunity. Also, my neighbor's dogs are barking. I'm sorry if you can hear that, but... How do I like my coffee? Typically, my first few cups are gonna be... My first few cups, oh my God, I sound like a fiend, which I am. I'll drink probably 8 cups of coffee a day, like measured in the pot. So, you know, that's like 6 or 8 ounce cups. Like, that's not a lot. It's not like a ton. But I drink a good amount, and I typically will drink it with just a little bit of almond milk first. And then my taste kind of starts to get tired of that, and I'll just switch to black. So right now I just have black coffee. But my favorite way to drink it, if it's like the middle of the day or something, is gonna just be iced. Like cold brew. So good. But I never make cold brew. That's really just like a special treat. Like if I'm out or something, I might get like a cold brew from Starbucks. Like literally like maybe 2 times a month. You know what I mean? That's expensive. Ugh. Okay. I really want to kids your paper thin. Oh my God. Oh yeah, I have no lips. I mean, it also doesn't help that I have foundation on like what would be the top and bottom part of my lips right now. But yeah, I literally have no lips. Like I give people like paper cuts if I kiss them with my lips. It's so bad. I was born this way. But you know what? That's okay. Honestly, it just gives me more room to draw on whatever kind of lip I want. How about that? How about that? How is it being a drag queen in Texas? Well, I live in Austin. So before the pandemic, when I was performing, I've never been a huge like live performance queen. Y'all probably know that. But I'm also not like exclusively a bedroom queen like that. Is not true. I just haven't done anything live since the pandemic. Anyways, it's fine. I mean, Austin is a really great liberal city. I forget how much of a liberal little bubble it is sometimes. Because like the second that you go into like East Texas or West Texas or North Texas. My point is, the second that you leave a big city in Texas, girl, you better have your cowboy hat on. You better have your cowboy boots on. You better put your straight voice on. You know the one. I'm like, yeah. Can I get a chicken nuggets and a Big Mac? Like in the drive-thru, you know, you gotta switch. Your mask fantasy. I started driving out to East Texas. I'm like, okay, let me take these earrings out real quick because we're going into the Badlands. It's literally like if you guys have seen The Lion King. It's the Badlands, literally. No, I'm being super silly about all of this. Like, the other parts of Texas are really great. They're very pretty, if a little flat. You know, it's like ranch land, pretty much. But it also is very much like the stereotype of what you think Texas is, whereas Austin is very much a little liberal bubble. So hello, if you're just tuning in. Hi Robert, much love to you too. Let me know where you're tuning in from today. We're doing our makeup for Drag Race UK, filming Hot or Rot. We've had people from literally all over the world today. So thank you so much for being here. And if you have any makeup questions or anything like that, let me know in the chat. Also want to say that we have a lot of people don't know that I have a Patreon. Just kidding. If you watch my videos, you probably do know that. But I also do have a Discord that you can get access to via Patreon only. It is a patron benefit. So, like Discord, if you like chatting, check out my Patreon. You also get things like exclusive videos, personal shoutouts, all those kinds of goodies, and a link to join the Patreon is in the description of this video. Greece, London, Virginia, Prague. Y'all can't even spell Prague. Being Jess from India. Oh my god, hi. Canada, SoCal. Hello. When did I start painting those skinny brows and how did I make them work? I guess making them work is subjective. So if you think they work, then you know what? It's about the confidence, I guess. I don't know. I guess I started painting them. When was that? I guess a couple months ago. And then again, as far as making them work, it's really about your face shape. I mean, everyone has a different face shape and everyone should do different shapes on their face. Like, that's just how that is, you know? You shouldn't try to like do the exact same thing that somebody else is doing because they probably do that specific thing because that's what they found worked on their specific face. So I talked a little bit earlier about how like thicker brows for me are just, they're not my favorite. So I don't typically do thicker ones. But that's because my face is just really tiny. Tiny little face. Okay. Let's go ahead and do some white underliner. What are we gonna do that with today? Maybe we'll try the Krylon. What type of queen would I be edited in Drag Race? I would be America's Sweetheart. I don't know. They would probably make me shady or something. Can you do a look with thicker brows? Jade, I have tons of looks with thicker brows. If you go back on my Instagram, you can go look there and see them. So, also, like, you know, older videos and stuff. But I can do them again someday. I mean, I'm just like sort of in a like trend right now where like this is the brow shape that I'm doing. It's not to say that it's like permanent or I'll never change it, but this is what I've been doing and having fun with. So what I'm doing right now is I'm using just a white Krylon paint stick to paint the under part of my eye. And you just paint right in the eyelid opening. And what this does is opens up your eye. That makes you look more awake. your eyes look bigger. So you see how that is? Immediately, like, it looks like, whoa, I'm awake. Like a low eyeball, you know? And I just do that on both sides. And then I set it, you'll see, with some white setting powder. This is my favorite part of my eye though, like really opening it up like this. This is great for anybody with small eyeballs or small features in general. If you're trying to do this on an everyday makeup look though, you would not want to use Krylon because this stuff is really intense. Like, this is not for the grocery store. But you could recreate this with an everyday look with a simple like stick white liner that you just sort of put in there, softer. Or maybe you would wear this to the grocery store, you know, and that's cool too. I support you. Whew. Raphael said, can you talk about how you glue your real brows down? I use 2 glues, Pros-Aide first, and then purple glue stick, which is the one everybody uses and you see all the drag queens talk about. The reason I use Pros-Aide first is because it's a medical adhesive that is completely water resistant. It will not come off with water, which means you cannot sweat it off. And I have very like oily skin and like sweaty skin, especially my T-zone. So that's why I use Pros-Aide. The cream, it's a Pros-Aide cream. And I glue it down with that, and then I do a layer of powder. And then I go back with Elmer's glue stick because Elmer's glue stick is better for texture, better at hiding it. Whereas the Pros-Aide will keep your brows down, but it's not really gonna give you a super smooth surface to work on. That's why I use both types. And also, other tip, Pros-Aide breaks down with oil, right? Because it's water resistant, which means it's not oil resistant. So, if you paint with an oily or silicone-based foundation like Krylon, that's gonna break down your Pros-Aide glue, whereas Krylon won't break down Elmer's glue. So that's why that goes on top. See, there's science behind all this madness. JB said, how much power, I think you meant powder, do I consume on a daily basis? Too much. No, it's actually like when I do my makeup, I do worry about that sometimes. I'm like, oh my god, like I'm gonna get clown lung or something, but I guess it's the price I pay. I don't think it's that bad because typically I only like will paint my face once or twice a week. Been closer to twice a week recently, but hi Trisha, you were tired of covering your brows so you shaved them off. Yeah, that's an option too. There's a lot of people that shave their brows off. I think if I was in a situation where I had to do this, like let's say 4 times a week, like on a tour or something, probably would just shave them at that point because it would just be too much hassle. The gluing process takes, it takes probably like 20 minutes while I'm doing other things. So like I'll glue, I'll put some like orange cover to cover the beard, and then, you know, kind of work in different things into that process. But it does take, you know, an extra amount of time to do that. And it also takes longer to clean everything off your face. So it's like on the front and the back end. So I definitely understand the appeal of people doing that. But for me, keeping my boy brows was really important. So I just kind of learned how to do it quickly and effectively for when I needed to do it. But I also have seen people doing like tattoo brows. Miss Veronica that I was talking about, who does my wigs, she shaves her brows off, and she's wearing tattoo brows. And I'm not joking. Those tattoo brows, like, they look so real. Like, you can see every hair. It is incredible. And when I say tattoo brows, I mean temporary tattoo brows. It is incredible how far those have come. And I think she just gets them from like Amazon. They're just like water press-ons. So that's an option if you want to have quick eyebrows out of drag. However you know, present yourself out of drag. If you want eyebrows, they're there, they're out there. Hey Jay, thank you for tuning in. Make that money. Of course. Hello everybody, if you're just tuning in. Welcome to me putting makeup on. We're doing this for filming Hot or Rot for Drag Race UK later today. And this is my new streaming setup. Also, if y'all are on Twitch, I'll be streaming gaming content on Twitch. So follow me on Twitch. The link to it is in the description of this live stream. Alright. So. And right now what I'm doing is I am cutting the crease on my eyeball. And I just want to say again, thank you everybody that has sent me super chat today. Sarah, Grayson, Elizabeth, Angel, Elizabeth again, Caroline, JB. Thank you so much. I really appreciate all that. Diogo said, you can shave part of your boy brows and use what's left as the beginning. Yep. I remember the first time I think I saw that on like Drag Race, I think. Adore was doing that, I believe, on her original season. I think Katya is another really popular queen that does that specific technique. At least did at one point, from what I remember from the show. That's a really great strategy if you do want to do the shaving and you like to wear a more natural brow in drag, because it does kind of limit you. Like if you wanted to completely change your brow shape, you would still have to glue down those little front ends, but you can do that and avoid glue entirely, just by like wearing a more natural looking eyebrow, which I've actually done. Because you can do the same thing without shaving, which I've done a couple different times. I like that shape on me too, where you literally just glue down that front half of your eyeball. Eyebrow, not eyeball. Don't glue your eyeballs down, that's dangerous. Okay. Crease is cut. I used the same white that I used on my under eyelid to open my eyeball up. And what are we gonna do now? Let's get crazy. Let's get crazy. People were asking for orange, gold, pink, and purple, and I love all those colors, so let's just see what happens with some of that. Joey said, I'm new to drag and social media. How do you deal with creepy people who comment on your posts and message you all the time without being rude? I guess I don't get a lot of that. If somebody is harassing or being like super rude or negative, then I block them. Like, it's not worth anyone's time to entertain trolls, because all trolls are really looking for is a response of some sort. Thank you for tuning in, Felicia. Bye. I'll teach you later. I'll teach you. You're teaching, but I'll see you later. But yeah, it's really just not worth your time. Like, girl, block them. Like, I'm too busy to be worried about what some random person is harassing me about on whatever social media platform. You know, like I just literally don't have time. So I block and I move on. And that's that. And that's not to say that I block like any and everybody that is negative, because I love criticism if it's given in a constructive manner. You know, I love hearing people's feedback about what I could do better, as long as it's presented correctly. You know, like for example, hey Bussy, I really love your videos. I noticed that you were a little harsh this week on contestant X, Y, or Z. It came off wrong. You know, like that's a great critique to give in a comment if you're like approaching somebody. Give them a positive and then tell them what you think maybe could be improved. And I can either look at that and say, you know what, you're wrong, but I definitely appreciate the sentiment. Or you can look at that and you can take a careful look at your content and be like, you know what, I think this person was right. You know, I was a little harsh. I can tone it down next week, you know? So I love feedback. I'm always looking for feedback, because you can't grow if you don't listen to it. Period. Welcome to my TED Talk. Welcome to my TED Talk. So yeah, the only time I actually will block somebody is if they come in, they just be like, I hate you. Well, I'm like, okay, well, you're blocked. You know, bye. Bussy the block. No. I mean, I don't do crazy with blocking, is what I'm trying to say, you know. Literally, unless it's harassment. So that's an instant block though. All right, so we've done some cute orange there to contrast that purple. Let's put in the yellow. This is kind of a gold yellow here on the inside. Let's see. It might blend a little too much into the orange, but let's just see how that works. I think that's cute. And then I'll probably put some like metallics in there too. I like getting really crazy with my eye makeup. I think it's really fun. The eyes are the window to my Bussy. Can we even see that that's yellow? No, it blended with the orange a lot, huh? Oh well. Even if it looks orange, y'all that were in the live stream will know it's supposed to be yellow. Okay, that's fun. Yeah, I guess this is kind of like sunset. Oh, wow. I didn't even know I was painting a sunset, but here we are. I have this really pretty gold shimmer that's in this Ace Beauty palette that is just gorgeous. I don't know how well you can see. Let me get it on there more. You'll see that. That made it look a little more yellow. Pretty. Lello. And then this color, this like really pretty gold shimmer over the orange, it's just gonna be gorgeous. Especially once everything is wrapped up on this face. So just a little bit kind of coming into that orange. And then I actually have an orange metallic that I'm gonna put over that as well. So let's do that on the other eye. Some red would probably be really pretty too.
That's very true.
Do I like getting into drag more than being in it?
That's a good question.
There's parts of the like painting process that I enjoy, but there's also parts of the painting process that like sometimes feel a little tedious and I get really tired of doing it. Like I wish I could sometimes just be like, stamp it on, done. But I very much enjoy like being in drag and like, you know, feeling the character and feeling my fantasy and stuff. Hi Lucy, thank you so much. Stunning so far, I can't wait to see it finished. I know, I'm so excited. I didn't know that we were gonna end up with a sunset fantasy today, but I'm really vibing with this actually. Thank you so much, Lucy, for that super chat. I think maybe we'll go in with some red down in the bottom. Now, let's see what'll happen with that. I think that's gonna be really pretty. Yeah, that's pretty. Okay. We'll do red in the bottom outer corner. And then we can do that goldy yellow on the inside as well. Just to bring everything together. Dark red, okay. I actually really need to find some good liquid liners that are different colors. I use these NYX Epic Ink liners. These are my favorite eyeliners. They're so cheap. The reason is that they will paint on top of anything. I've got like 10 of them sitting over here. Love them. And they're like, I don't know, $8 a stick or something. Super affordable. And the tip is really important to me too, like that precise felt tip. So if they would make that in other colors, like a deep red would be gorgeous. That'd be great. A shade of blue. Oh my god, y'all want the whole rainbow in here. Shade of blue. I mean, okay, once I put the metallics on top, I think maybe I could put some blue in there. I'll think about that. Thank you for that suggestion, Cheryl. Kai said, where do you ever think of expanding your videos and having past winning queens come into your channel and you guys can do each other's makeup and kiki? That is such a great idea. There's not a ton of Texas queens, which is one obstacle for that, but it's an idea that I love that could be done virtually. I'll be reaching out to every eliminated contestant from US and UK as the season progresses for collaborations and interviews, because if you were here with me while I was reviewing Holland, I interviewed almost every queen from the Holland season and we had a really great time. Pieces of those interviews are on my like Bussy's Backdoor interview channel, and then full versions of those are on my Patreon as exclusive like podcast style interviews. They're really fun. Y'all should go check those out. They're on my Patreon. Link is in the description. And then like I said, I am going to be reaching out to all the girls that are eliminated from both US and UK. And if they respond and are interested, then we'll do something together. I will say though, the
US girls have a lot more attention on them
than, let's say, Holland.
There's a lot more media involved.
So getting their attention in the UK as well is going to be difficult. Oh dang, I forgot to set the top part of the eye. But I am reaching out, just so y'all know. Okay, I'm gonna just put some white eyeshadow from my palette on the top part of my eye, just to set that before I go in with that liner. I forgot that I didn't do that. I think it's really interesting to see the RuPaul's Drag Race YouTube channel and what they're doing with it. Because if you notice, they're taking the content that the other media companies were doing for this season. So before they would do like, you know, CoverGirl or Vogue or whatever makeup tutorials, and now the RuPaul's Drag Race channel are the ones that are putting out those makeup tutorials. And I'm like, oh, they hired a new social media director. They're getting smart. I mean, they were just giving up those views, you know, from their contestants to these other channels, and it's like, finally, they realized what was going on. Okay, so we're doing our dramatic eyeliner now. This step, nothing to freak out about. You just go in and you just do it. Draw it on. Bam. Look at that. And then once we get this on and blended, everything is gonna start making a little more sense. Thank you so much, Peter, for tuning in. Have a good evening. 3:30 in the morning. My God, get some sleep. Caroline, I'm really glad the UK queens get so much attention. Both UK have been pretty phenomenal. Yeah, I agree. I wish they had given UK their own time to shine this year, like they did last year. But, you know, we know it's because now, it's because they're going to be doing Drag Race Australia. And they're definitely going to want that to have its own moment as a premiere. I mean, we're looking at probably having US, UK, Australia, All Stars, Canada, at least 5 seasons this year. So that is a lot. Yeah, they're gonna want Australia to have her own little moment. I guess Canada too. I wonder what they're gonna change for season 2 of Canada. Those judges got it pretty rough. Oh, are they doing Thailand season 3 this year too? It's been a while since they've done a Thailand season. When was that? Yeah, they pushed UK because of the pandemic. But I have a feeling that they're probably going to air season 3 of UK this winter. Like 2021 winter. To get everything back on track. So like that's probably how we'll end the year. Which is like crazy, but I'm a little worried for the franchise going a little too quickly and giving the audience burnout, but I mean, they wouldn't be doing it if people weren't watching, so. It just means general audience members are gonna be maybe more selective about what they watch. And that the shows will become more regional. That's fun. Okay. Now, T. That wing just made it come together. Oh yeah, we're not even done. The eyeshadow looks really, it honestly looks bad until you finish it. That's drag in a nutshell though. Like when you're doing drag makeup, it doesn't look good until it's done. Oh my god, Drag Race Spain. Oh, I forgot they're doing that this year too. That's gonna be sickening. If there's a drag race that I'm super excited for, I think it's probably Drag Race Spain. Girl, those Spanish girls, I'm ready for it. Because you know they're gonna be beautiful boys, or maybe they'll even cast some cis queens, who knows, but you know they're gonna be beautiful. In and out of drag, they're gonna be performers. I know it's gonna be a sickening season. Can't wait. Drag Race España. Australia, I don't know what the stereotype is of an Australian drag queen. My only frame of reference is Courtney Act and that queen that they've been promoting on social media. Forget her name. Oh, Art Simone. And basically Simone is like known for makeup artistry. So I thought it'd be fun to see what comes out of the Down Under. And you know RuPaul is gonna walk into that workroom day one. Crikey, Dingo ate my baby. All the you know Australian things. I have like a counter every time RuPaul walks into the workroom for UK and says, "Hello, governor." It's like, all right, here we go. That one again. All right, it's fine now. All right, so let's blend in some of the black. Let's add metallic. So this is a metallic palette, and it's like planets and stuff, but it's really pretty. I really like the orange shade in here, so I'm gonna pop that orange in there and see how that does. I maybe should be doing this with a wet brush, but yeah, let's try that. Oh, Vanity is Australian too, huh? I don't think Vanity would do Drag Race though. Vanity's kind of like Lady Bunny, where it's like already established, well known. I mean, Vanity does wigs, you know, for like all the Rue girls. Like no, not gonna happen. I just don't see it. Who is my UK top 3 now? So I talked a little bit about that earlier. Obviously very shocked by those eliminations, but top 3 for UK right now. I don't know what's happened on the episode today. Please don't spoil it. I haven't watched it yet. That's what I'm getting ready to do. But I'm looking at Tace, Estina. I think Lawrence will be top 4. Veronica has a good chance. Otherwise, yeah, that's where I think we're at with UK. Right. So my favorite eyeliner trick, if you're doing huge eyes like this, I used to try to just do the black liner all the way down through my eyes, and it always looked messy because I have really hooded eyelids. So I just take a black eyeshadow at the edge of my black liner, and I just start blending that into the shadow of my cut crease. And that's going to, and see, also make sure you have your powder set so that you don't get your makeup messed up. But I just blend that black in, and also bring it into the liner, make that a little darker. And it's just such a prettier way. I actually got this from Abby Roberts, who I think she was doing some sort of like TikTok makeup trend or something. But I saw her do her eyeliner like this, where it literally blended into the eye and it just clicked. And I was like, oh, that would be gorgeous on a drag eye. So that's why I do this. Yeah, Abby Roberts is very talented. She's really fun. It's been fun to watch her come up too. I remember seeing her with like very small following is my point. And then I think she was mentioned in like a James Charles video or something. Which he did something with her. I don't remember the detail, but he did something to mention her or bring her up, or maybe it was another beauty influencer, and she just exploded. And she exploded because she is talented and incredible, right? I'm not trying to give her success credit to anybody but herself. I'm just saying she got a huge kickstart at one point, and I don't remember the exact event or moment that it happened. But yeah, she's been fun to watch. So talented, so cool too. She's very, I think very down to earth. I'm really curious to see what's gonna happen with, that's what it was, Jean Mapel, Instagram story takeover. That's exactly what it was. So, I'm really curious to see what the hell is gonna happen with all these TikTokers. Obviously, people like Charlie and her sister now are, as they say, too big to fail. So they could probably do anything and they're gonna succeed at this point. But the smaller TikTokers that are getting, you know, moments of viral fame, like, what are they going to do, you know? How are they gonna handle all that? Because if y'all remember, if you're old enough, essentially the same thing was happening with Vine, where a bunch of like, you know, small stars were being created off of Vine. And then some of the more successful ones figured out how to translate that into more sustainable platforms like YouTube. Obviously, Vine disappeared. I don't think TikTok is going anywhere, but I also think it's really unsustainable to keep creating like megastars out of TikTokers. Maybe I'm wrong though. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. I mean, there could be a bigger market for all of this than anybody ever anticipated because of globalization, but I don't know. Whew. My eyes always get dry while I'm doing this.
I was using TikTok right before the huge TikTok explosion happened. I saw it was getting popular, and it was so easy to have a post like go viral, as they say. Like, if you go look at my TikTok, I have a few from like, you know, over a year ago now, and like I had one with almost 1 million, another one with a huge chunk. Like, if you literally just posted on the trends, like, anybody could do it. Now I think it's a little too oversaturated to consistently do that. But goes back to my point, you know? You might have one viral hit, but then what? Because the other thing is TikTok doesn't really pay their creators like other platforms do. You know, like it's actually a pretty big deal that YouTube pays their creators 55% of ad revenue. And like, you know, that's obviously sounds low, and it's a little low. It kind of sucks, but you know, it's a lot more than other platforms. So I don't know. There's that. Now, Victoria, I did see the Creator Fund thing on TikTok, but I also was seeing things about how even somebody with like millions and millions of views, like it was just like maybe a few $100s across like tons of millions of views. I don't know for sure. That was a while ago. So I love this white underliner under the eyeliner that I do. I'm just using Clown White. Thank you, Hebert. Thank you, Greg. Yeah, it's all new stuff. So I'm doing stuff here and also on Twitch. So if you guys like gaming content, then go follow me on Twitch. And the link to my Twitch is in the description of this video, right next to the link to join me on Patreon if you want to support me. If you want to support anybody, by the way, financially, Patreon is hands down the place to do that. Patreon pays their creators more than any other platform. I think they take 11% depending on what tier you're on, but I get to get 89 or 88%, whatever it is, of like the income that I get from a platform. That's huge. No, they beat every platform hands down every time. So if you're supporting somebody, support them on Patreon. Like, that's more than OnlyFans, because OnlyFans takes 20%. YouTube takes 45% of ad revenue, 30% of super chats, and 30% of memberships if you have this turned on. Nothing beats Patreon. Plus, if you're on my Patreon, you get access to my Discord. I always get that Dela comment. What is it that people think I look like Pendula Creme? I don't mind the comparison, but what is it? Is it the tiny eyebrows? Hi Jay, thank you for saying Bussy. It's the brows. I mean, no, I don't compare I don't compare. I don't care like if people say that I look like Thela. I just don't ever like understand where it's coming from. But I'm honored. I'm sure she would be mortified. Don't ever tell her that. Okay, cool. So we're doing something there. I also like to put that clown white, so not only under the eyeliner, but I also like to put it in the crease a little bit. And that really pop on camera too. Any white that you put on your face for camera lighting is gonna get popped out really big with those like big soft boxes I use to actually record video on. Do I work full-time as a creator? Yes. I do. So I could only do that though because of Patreon. Miss YouTube is not a full-time income on her own, so Patreon is the reason that I can do that. Okay. Cool. I'm assuming that you're talking to me, Brandon. You said stop begging. I'm not begging. If you don't give people the option to support you, then you'll never get support. That's called business, my dear. Every business advertises. You will never be successful if you don't promote yourself, ever. And I also don't at all feel shy about telling people where they can support me. Okay. So the next thing that I do is I pull down the liner like this. Bring everything together. Oh, thank you, Brandon. Oh, you weren't talking to me? Oh, thanks. I couldn't be sure. I didn't see who you were talking to. Thank you so much for that super chat. Wait, what is ZAR? I know I've seen you chatting before. Thank you. What is ZAR? Remind me. I pull this corner with the liquid liner again. And then this is going to basically complete the top part of my eye. South African? Okay. That's right. And then this is usually pretty thick above my eye because my lashes are really thick too. Whew. All right. Ah. Oh, that black shadow. Whew, thank God I put that powder on. Everywhere. Wow, I love coming around on like the finish line, especially on the eyes, because those are biggest parts of my makeup. Okay. Smoking out the bottom part there, and then I'm going to go back with a little more orange. Cute. And orange. Oopsie. Wow, that's cool. A little smoky fantasy in there. Oh. Cheryl said I have really nice commenters. I know, right? Everybody's really sweet, always, usually in chat. I don't really have any problems. Thank you. Hello, if you're just joining, we're just doing some makeup. Can't wait to get those lashes on later. All right. Bussy, do you wear makeup out of drag? I really don't, actually. Yeah, I really don't. I'm probably not the person to ask for tips on wearing makeup out of drag because I don't do it. I like keeping the makeup for drags. I guess I have put on a little bit of like concealer for maybe one of my boy videos, like a little bit, and maybe some highlight too. So I guess I but like on a outside of like YouTube context, I don't. It's just, it's a hassle. And I mean, girl, who am I trying to impress? I'm like staying inside anyway, so I don't got anywhere to wear it. But if you are maybe just looking to start wearing like a little bit of natural makeup, I mean, keep it simple until you know what you're doing, I would say. So you know, maybe some colored lip gloss. Pink or red or something. Give your lips some color. You could find a concealer that works really well for you if you're trying to cover up some under eyes. And if you're trying to go full glam, well, like I said, I would wait to save the full glam until you really, really are comfortable doing it. But try it out. Have fun with it. Why not? I mean, makeup's fun. You know, it's for everybody. So just your, you know, choice if you want to wear it or not. Right now I'm just putting some more gold on the inner eye. Gold highlight that I was doing earlier, just keeping it really soft. I'm gonna blend out some of that red. I have a red, like, let me try some up. Here. Okay. The chat is canceled. Uh-oh, what's happening? I take my eyes off y'all for 2 seconds. What happened? Whew. All right, we've got a little sunset eye moment happening, and still got to do lashes and lips, and maybe some highlight as well. I'm actually going to start watching Drag Race UK because I need to review it. So I am going to go ahead and turn off this live stream, and I just want to say thank you seriously so much to everybody that's been here, that's tuned in throughout the live stream. And I'm going to go back and give a special thank you to everybody that sent a super chat, because I figured out how to look back at them. So there was Sarah, Rayson, Elizabeth, Angel with a huge one, my god, Elizabeth, Caroline, JB, Lucy, and Brandon. Thank you everybody for being here, and y'all helped me pick my eye colors today. We did the Sunset Fantasy because of y'all. Thank you. And I'm gonna wrap up on the makeup, start watching UK, start taking some notes so that I can go ahead and get ready to film Hot or Rot for that later, which should be out tomorrow. So again, thank you all for being here, and you can see the finished look in my Hot or Rot video, so look out for it again tomorrow on Patreon. It'll be early access tomorrow on Patreon, and then public on Saturday. So if you want to catch that there on Patreon, you can join my Patreon. The link is in the description of this live stream. You can also get things like access to my Discord via my Patreon, and dynamic credits, personal shout outs, tons of exclusive benefits. Go check it out. And again, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, everybody that's been here. Much love to you all. Have a beautiful, beautiful day. Bye, guys.